What happens when your average Yoimiya enjoyer accidentally gets Hu Tao at 10 pity? Well, they probably questioned their life choices before doing the only rational thing, trying to make a big orange number appear, but let's do it at level 1. First things first, we need a level 1 Hu Tao. Sadly, that's the easy part and it's all uphill from here. When it comes to Hu Tao, it is no secret that she can demolish bosses' HP bars with her high scaling burst in combination with her skill that boosts her attack based on her max HP. Being HP scaling, she benefits greatly from getting to level 90. And I'm sure I don't need to explain that 1 is a lot smaller than 90. Additionally, at level 1, I can't level any talents and none of her ascension passives are active. We are also working with no constellations. Considering all that, you might be wondering if this is even possible. Well, that makes 2 of us, so let's see if I can one-shot the Cryo Regisvine with a level 1 Hu Tao. Luckily for me, Hu Tao's burst already has some pretty good scaling at over 300% even at level 1. Which frankly feels unfair, but fairness aside, this might be the saving grace of this challenge. That being said, this isn't going to be easy, and I'm going to have to unlock all of my pro gamer skills. So I have a few builds that I want to try, but I'm going to start with a deathmatch and a 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. This is the most balanced of the builds I end up using. For all my builds, I am using an Elemental Mastery stance since it has better substats. Alone, her damage isn't great, and our Leafy Volunteer is still well within the world of the living. Unlike us, apparently. But this isn't the end since we can boost our damage with some overpowered supports. Starting off with Bennett, a one-shot staple. Armed with Skyward Blade and 4-piece Noblesse, his healing abilities will be working against Hu Tao a little bit, but the overall boost from his burst is too good to overlook. We can also take advantage of Resistance Shred using the Viridescent Venomir 4-set. I selected Sucrose for this role since I already have her built and she boosts party EM. She is holding 1,000 Floating Dreams, Nahida's signature weapon, which also boosts EM based on the number of elements in the party. Our final teammate is Mona. Yes, this standard 5-star character will be a very important member of our team, completing 3 tasks. Applying Hydro so Hu Tao can vaporize, holding the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, which also boosts attack, and buffing with her Omen. With a complete team, our damage shot up drastically. But even at almost 70% crit rate, Hu Tao didn't crit. On our next try, we hit 67,000, which is a pretty good chunk of damage on our volunteer, but it wasn't quite enough. The second build, I focused on burst damage. Using the catch and switching to a 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Crimson Witch, this build hit a little bit higher than the first at 68,000. But the overall difference wasn't big. I was a little surprised. I really did think that it would work a little bit better than that. For the third build, I equipped the Dragon's Bane and switched back to the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. With this build, we hit a cool 77,000, and this was the closest we had gotten so far. I was so close, I just had to push a little bit more. I decided to combine the second and the third builds to see if that worked. I kept the Dragon's Bane and put the 2-piece Noblesse and 2-piece Crimson Witch. In the end, it took a couple tries, but then this happened. We hit 78,000 and the plant is down. A level 1 Hu Tao can defeat the Cryo Regisvine in one shot. Now, I was just gonna leave this here, but there was something eating at me, saying, "You can do better." So let's see if I can get an even bigger number. Sticking with the same Hu Tao build, I switched Mona from Emblem of Severed Fates to the Instructor's set. So when she triggers an elemental reaction, she will boost party elemental mastery even further. I didn't level any of the pieces since we are only really after the set bonus here. I ran the rotation again and hit 81,000. But now I have a new issue. See how it didn't one-shot the boss this time even when the number is higher? I think it's because Mona is no longer doing as much personal damage. I didn't really realize just how much she was actually doing. But the numbers do speak for themselves and Hu Tao's damage is improving. I racked my brain for ways I could increase damage without using crit damage food, and I came up with one other solution. Something that I will never be able to undo. Something that some people say will ruin my account forever. But then I remember that I have Nahida who boosts pyro damage bonus with her burst. I add Nahida to the team, but we had to lose Sucrose, meaning no more resistance shred. And our overall damage dropped by a lot, only hitting 61,000. I may have been able to level Nahida's burst a bit, but I don't think that would really change much. Seems like resistance shred is really important, so we only have one more option. Unforgivable. Anyways, now armed with an additional 15% pyro damage bonus, we hit 86,000, and this leaves only a small bit of HP remaining again. I know that this can be done, so I switched around the artifacts a bit to get a full Crimson Witch of Flames and a whopping 203% crit damage.
Whoa, Mark 2, absorption test. Stay clear. Decided by destiny.
After a few attempts, we hit 89,000 and finished off the Regisvine in one hit for the second time. And it only took approximately half of my sanity. Thank you so much for watching. This video actually took a really long time to make. So if you made it this far, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. It really helps. Thank you so much again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye!